Good evening, everybody. This is a stock market recap for February 20th, Thursday. So that was a bit of a nervous day, I guess, in the beginning. We finally saw some consolidation with a little bit of elevated volume, but we really just back tested the daily 12 moving average. We're still in a daily uptrend, so we're just looking for that daily lower high yet. We don't know where that's going to be coming from. Could be now, but we need to break the high of today to set that and be sure. Some of this volume was bull because we're seeing a lower wick there, so that is a good sign. Overall, I'm a bull until proven otherwise. That we got a little sucker punch from the bears, but we recovered the rest of the day, and everything is bull until otherwise. So I'm just going to keep playing that direction until something extreme happens. So ES, SPY futures, same thing. We're just looking for that daily higher low. Then I'll call it 6,014, but that's all it is. We're the overall I'm kind of looking at too, though, is that this also was a weekly bull flag that just kind of didn't show any follow through. So then we worry about having a rising wedge, and that, yeah. So NASDAQ, exact same thing, just hovering closed above this previous double top, so that's a good sign. Wicked off the 12 moving average. Everything looks good on NASDAQ. The Russell closed a bit weak. We're still in this daily equilibrium. We need to see a higher low than... We need to see it ideally get set tomorrow. But yeah, we've retraced enough that we would expect a lower high on the way back up. So volatility. Oh man. Oh, never mind. Volatility is coming to the Russell in the next couple weeks. There's going to be a big move one way or another. This is going to be decided here fairly soon, and expect a decent sized move to come from that. The Dow, we're still in this weekly cup and handle. We did not lose the handle yet. The weekly bull flag, we're still holding above. We did confirm a daily downtrend with no follow through, so that is a great sign. Seeing a lower wick coming off the 50 moving average. We ideally don't want to lose this low. And right below it is the top of the or bottom of the 0.382. So I mean, if we did break it just by a couple pennies and go up, that we would still be technically in a weekly bull flag. So a little bit of weakness today, but not bigger picture, still looking okay for banks, industrials, and healthcare for continuation. And we will see the coming weeks how that shapes up. SMH still continuing its daily bounce, and when it tops out, I'm just going to mark this for... Okay, so we still haven't fully closed the gap. Doesn't mean the gap has to fill either. But either way, when we top out, we would just be looking for a daily higher low. That might come at the 12 moving average, might come at hourly oversold, might come at the 50 moving average, might come at this high. That's all the things I look at when I look at retracements. For healthy retracements, I want to see most ideally that the previous high that it broke out of holds. So just going to go through the popular names that were on X today. So SMCI, big move coming off of this inverted head and shoulders. This weekly inverted head and shoulders, we're still seeing continuation. We're just consolidating on the daily, but everything is still healthy. We gapped up a couple of times here, so yeah, it is getting extended. We are overbought on the daily, so it looks like it's cooling off. So we're going to be looking where this daily higher low comes from. Ideally, the best situation would be either like these highs holding. So this is what we want to see, either this one, this kind of range. this range. Oh, there's a gap there too. So the best situation would be if the gap doesn't close and we just let the 12 moving average, 8 and 12 moving average creep up and cool off. Yeah, a bit of a volume climax yesterday, so that's a bit of a caution there. Overall, we're just looking for a monthly lower high. Oh, we changed the monthly trend, which is good. We're just looking for a monthly lower high, then 101.40 on SMCI. Okay, so Nvidia next. Nvidia looking more and more likely that this set the monthly higher low, and that was daily oversold. Oh, didn't even get daily oversold. But yeah, we're just still looking for this daily higher low. We're bull flagging on the daily, so everything looks good here. We are gap filled, and now we're just looking at this upper resistance now. Just waiting for these EMAs to cool off. Everything looks good. Decreasing volume, that's what you want to see. So Nvidia looks primed to go for that run, and we'll see if it can break out of its big resistance here. Tesla. Where's Tesla? Tesla. Started daily consolidation, nice lower wick, which is good to see. We want that wick to hold now. And we don't want to confirm more downside from here. Want to set a quickly daily higher low and then head back up. That would be most ideal situation. We haven't hit hourly oversold yet, so it would show we're really strong if that is the case. Overall, we're just looking for a weekly lower high than here, 439.74. We're still in a weekly bear flag, so caution on that. That could be a factor here as well. All right, Palantir. This is a big one. Big name right now, Palantir. So we got a big volume climax candle. This could possibly have set a bottom here. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Just deleting this. We closed near the high, a little bit of an upper wick. We have a bit of a gap here, so it hasn't quite filled the gap yet. And we just hit 4-hour oversold on this wick here. Just flushed out this previous support. And we're just in a double inside bar, so Palantir could very possibly in a hourly inside inverse head and shoulders. So Palantir actually looks like we could possibly see an end of week run, and I kind of have a feeling that might be the case. Don't bank on that, but I just feel like this name will want to close near the high. This is a gut feeling. Just set a quickly lower or a higher low and then go back up. But, I mean, we could end up coming and retesting this previous breakout, which is 84.80. So that could happen as well. Just got to be ready for everything. But we are in gap fill territory, and we did lose the 12 moving average. It just was a pretty decent bulls buying the dip, that's for sure. INTC. Intel. So Intel's getting some attention. It just broke out of its long-term bottom here. And we are back in this gap fill. Just going to mark this. So we closed at the high of the day, a bit of a hammer candle. Possible we might see continuation here. We broke above this 200. Now we're kind of hoping that this is going to be support. We're still looking for, is this a double bottom too? 24.49. Yeah, basically. Broke by 1 penny and then back up. So this is a good sign. We want ideally that we set a quickly higher low here and then see continuation. Our gap fills at 28.71. and looks more and more likely the way this is heading. RGTI, we gapped up pretty good on the day, but we were met with selling right off the open. The first 5 minute oversold. We ended up just with an equilibrium for the rest of the day, and then kind of broke bare, but went back in the middle of the range, ready for tomorrow, and that will probably dictate the decision of this. I'm kind of biased bull, but we are just looking for a daily lower high than 1225 at this point. So we just got a quad top here. So look at this. Oh, we broke it a bit. Yeah, all these candles here. This is all during day trade or trading hours, regular hours. This was a overshoot. So we just broke that. Anyways, we have a 4-hour double inside bar right now. We'll see how that breaks. The mother bar is the most important. We want this higher 4-hour higher low to hold. I'm still looking, even though this did break, I'm still looking at this like a potential 4-hour inverse head and shoulders, and that's what I'm watching into unless we lose this low, that is what I'm looking at into tomorrow. Baba, big name, doing great. What are we up? I'm still thinking this is going to go to 150, the 150 in short order. We are set up for, actually I'm going to check out Chinese trading right now. So Chinese trading, we're holding the gap up so far. Ideally we keep the 5 minute uptrend, and that will just show how strong this name really is. But I still think 150 is my short-term target. I'll definitely take more profit off at that level. Just it is our overall, it's our giant bear flag, 0.382 of this entire move. So for like the 6-month pattern, so that's what I'm looking at. Meta. Where's Meta? Jesus. That's just on the quarterly here. Meta is looking for its weekly higher low. Closing at the low, seeing a little bit of a bounce after hours, but yeah, pretty steady selling. How would I be interested in Meta? I did make an attempt here on the 12 moving average here. Didn't end up working, and we ended up gapping down there, so I am just kind of watching that position. Not overly comfortable in it, but we are decreasing volume. I'm looking at a second play here off of this level here, 675. So if we do end up coming down in a short order, I might play off this support here. If we pivot off it, or if we break it with no follow through, I would be interested there. Otherwise, I'd be interested at the 50 moving average as well. That has been our guide before, and we've been holding it for a long time. So I would expect at least a bounce that I could get risk free off of that. And that's what I'm looking at for Meta. GME, that's a name I haven't looked at in a long time. What is going on here? So bigger picture, we're in a monthly equilibrium. We're trying to set the monthly higher low. On the weekly, we are bouncing on the weekly. We're just an inside bar on the week so far. And yeah, we're just looking for a lower high than this double top here. So ideally we see a bit more continuation here. What have we made progress? We did make it to the 0.5, so that does increase the likelihood that we would see a higher low. But ideally we may at least make it to the golden pocket to increase the likelihood that we chop around more. Because we are, even though we hit the 0.5, the bears have defended the 0.5. We could see continued downside from here. So overall, GameStop has to keep its daily uptrend going. Actually, it looks like we have a bit of a head and shoulders, to be honest, at this point, right at the 50 moving average. So caution on GameStop. I'm not that big of a fan of that name. I mean, if we break this double top, then that opens up the door to a much larger movement, but I'm not interested at this time. Cvna. Oh, big drop today on earnings. So down 12%. It looks like the 50's holding us right now. We are just bouncing. So just consider this a bounce at this time. Just looking for an hourly lower high than here, 269.35 up top. And kind of looks like the 12 moving average is giving us trouble on the hourly. So watch out for that on Carvana. We should see an hourly higher low. We've made enough room at this point, but we ideally need to see a little bit more follow through, and then that would give us a bit more hope that we would see an inverse head and shoulders. Nbis. Haven't traded this name. Nebius Group. Okay, so we came from a giant down move. Okay, we're looking for a monthly lower high, then 87.11. Wow, that is quite a drop. I would expect oh geez. Okay, so we just had earnings today. Bulls buying the dip. We got back over the 200 moving average. That is a good sign that we 36.68. Yeah, we kind of got a bit of a head and shoulders. This did break this level, but we are in a confirmed daily downtrend at this time. We are looking for a lower high than 50.87. That is the most likely scenario for a 4-hour lower high. And then we'll see where the higher low comes from if that is the case. But yeah, we got this major resistance right here, 53.85. So we might end up, if we end up topping here, we would be looking for a weekly higher low. But the weekly uptrend is a good sign. We need to hold this. We got a double bottom here, and we got the weekly 12 moving average coming up. Generally, as long as things are holding the weekly 12 moving average, I am bullish on. And so I am bullish on this, but it's possible we could end up topping out here. This is a critical level, so ideally we break this level. But whenever this move tops out, we have a lot of space to make a higher low than 24.41. So it does look good. We need to see ideally more consolidation or follow through. Google. Still looking for its weekly higher low. Nothing set yet. We've got a daily inverse head and shoulders in a sense. A bit of an inverse head and shoulders here, or 4-hour inverse head and shoulders. So we need to set this 4-hour higher low and break above and change the 4-hour trend. That is step one. And get above all this resistance. It's kind of like it's kind of an equilibrium, 4-hour equilibrium. That's what I'm calling this. So the break of that is important. We want to see more. We want to see a break bull. Lunr, LUNR. Okay, so we're looking for a weekly lower high than this high. We're making a pretty good run here. 50 is giving us support. Ideally, we set this daily higher low and tomorrow, and then we would just be looking for a daily lower high than this, 2240. But we need to set this daily trend. We're in a daily downtrend. We need to get back up. We tried to set a little daily higher low there, but that's more of a pivot, and then we broke it right afterwards. So we would be for sure expecting a lower high, but we need to set this candle first to actually say that's a higher low. HIMS. HIMS has been a star. Just an inside bar on the day, decreasing volume, letting it cool off a bit. A bit of a bounce after hours, so that's good. And I would say honestly, we are very hot and we are running into earnings. I would be de-risking at this point, and if you've caught this move, that is quite a move. That is a crazy move in just a month or two. So things that run like that into earnings usually dump. So I would just be de-risking, take half your profit, do something. Just taking profit is key at this point. This is a huge move. Not saying we can't. It's just a coin flip on earnings. And when you see it run that hard into earnings, just kind of, that is the way I play, is just de-risk a bit. AMC. AMC is just terrible. I wouldn't be playing this stock. It's just hoping for a monthly higher low. Nothing's set yet. Need to see at least a daily trend change. Oh, we did get a daily trend change. Okay, so we're at the 12 moving average. We're butting up against the 50. So we need to hold the 12 moving average. Ideally, we have earnings coming, so that will pretty much dictate, I guess, where that's a coin flip where this is going. But we have an inverse head and shoulders here, and that's what I'm looking at. Maybe earnings will give it the power to move. I don't like AMC just because of the shares and everything. Share structure is definitely terrible for it. All right, that's it for today. I will see you in the pre-market tomorrow, and I'm going to try and do a live trading. Get that together. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.